Hi there, my name's Susan from Crafty Paper Trail. I got a journal I'd like to share with you today, a Carpetbagger and a design team project for MedievalMirage. I'll put a link to Jar's shop down below. I've used the kit Sweet Serenity from the shop. It's a lovely kit. It's designed in shades of purple, it's floral, does have some medieval ladies in it, and as always with Jar's work, it's just beautiful. Start with the cover. I've used an image from the kit and put her here, used some diamond glazed, just put it in a frame, layered her, several layers, stitched, gauze. I've used some very old lace. This lace hasn't been coffee or tea dyed, it's just very old, it's vintage, it's an Irish tablecloth. Across here and up here, and this bit here. Satin ribbon, Tim Holtz knob to close, I really like using these. I've used lots of lace throughout. Simple closure with the satin, which is really easy to adjust. A nice little key with some dyed trim. Oh, it's actually lace I've dyed to match the colours in the book. I'll just pop her round to show you the tapestry fabric that I've used. I'll be sad to see this one go because I've only got enough of this fabric to make one journal, and this is it. It goes really well with the soft lavender hues in Jar's kit. As you can see down the side here, as well as lace on the inside, I've actually used different coloured wool, and I've done a plait down here, stitched it on. I just thought that gave a nice addition and a different texture instead of using a layer of lace, and it pulls all the colours together. She has a skirt of lace, so there's lace here, there's actually hessian, I don't know if you can see, there's hessian first, and then there's lace, another layer of lace, then there's a little band of lace with ribbon, and then there's lace at the top, and I've hand stitched buttons all the way around, old buttons. I just picked out some colours to coordinate with the book. I've used a large eyelet here to secure the tassel. There's 2 layers of lace on the 2-inch spine. And then if I finish at the front, as I had started, she's got the collage plate on the front. There's a metal little sign here with some sari silk. It says Dream. I've called the book Sweet Dreams. The kit is Sweet Serenity. The buttons continue all the way around. The trim I've already described. And the tassel, I really like the tassel, how it turned out. I've put it independently, obviously, through here, a large grommet again. And I've covered it with fabric, both sari silk, a metal ring. It's easy enough to take on and off. Use the same fabric to make a little tie. It's stitched on. The silks and laces that I've used throughout the book I've just used to make a tassel, and I had this, it's a piece of old costume jewellery, very light, and I thought it just looked really nicely with the book. I hope you can see that. See if it will focus. I think that makes a nice addition with the book. I like the jingle jangle. So I'm going to go through the book as quickly as I can. She measures 10 inches from top to bottom. That's not measuring the lace. 10 by 6 with a 2-inch spine. I've used a metal embellishment here at the top. She's got 80 pages, sorry, back to front, with little booklets you'll see as we go through quickly. There's a metal embellishment here, and I've just used that to hold. This journal belongs to part of the kit. There's lots of little tags and sayings in the kit, which is really handy for journaling. There's a calico pocket here, and I've lined it with lace. You can just see I've left it so you can see the raw stitched edges of the book. Then the pocket, lace, lace, some of the hemp lace, some sari, a little bronze bird, some more lace, a little bit of lace trim on top, and then you've got a pocket. So it gives a triple pocket effect here. I have made, altered tags for throughout the book. That's another tag from the kit. I've used one in each tag that I've made. Sweet Serenity, a little bit of bling, flower, used the same kind of elements to pull it together. So as you can see there, a little bit of muslin, I've stitched that on. The back, cloth, lace, stitched all round. I think that's really pretty. I was pleased how that came out. And then there's tags from the book, obviously. They're all on coffee dyed paper. There's a lot of stitching in the book. So there's a lot of pockets, a pocket, envelope from the book, velcroed closed, 2 tags. And there's another pocket at the front. So that gives you your 3 pockets at the front. And that's the image, obviously beautiful. That's where I got the inspiration for the girl at the front. And I'm hoping you can see there's a little charm here. And it's a little heart with a key, now a tiny little key attached. Different lace, ribbon through. And on the first page, another trim on calico. It's not really a true tuck because it's not firm enough, but I really love the lace. I really wanted to use the trim, but I wanted to point out it's not a true tuck. But I have made up a nice floral tag that can put in there, but it's not a true tuck. The first of 2 large bookmarks, altered paper clips actually that you can move anywhere. Full size, I've made these before, half size, this is full size. I was inspired by Artemis. I've done loads of half size, but I've never tried, I don't know why. I've never thought of doing them full size, but Artemis does a great video, you should go over and have a look at her channel. It says beautiful, again from the kit, lace flower, butterfly, gems, lace trim, and in the back I've just put some coffee dyed paper for your own writing. And as you know, the beauty of these is you can put them anywhere. And on here I've used some of my own ephemera, copied it onto tea dyed paper, and it's dated 1925. It's a receipt. The ephemera I've used in the book is all my own personal ephemera that I photocopied onto tea dyed paper. So again, that's another piece, and that's from another genuine receipt. Oh, there it is, there it is, $18.99. And as you can see, it's a nice place to, it stays nice and flat, that's what I like about them. And it's got a nice little piece of sari silk at the top. Paper is beautiful, it's a really neurotic at the staining frame. It's a really bonny kit. Lots of versatility. And this tea dyed on the back of these papers. This is Jarf's tea stained papers. I use it from Medieval Missives. I'll put a link to that kit. I use that a lot when I want to back paper. Lined paper. The paper that I've used as well, this is all 160 GSM, the paper that I've used for these writing pages. Like a bit weightier and they're lovely to write on. It's double tuck using doilies. Again, it's a tuck from the kit, and I've just folded it over to give a bit more stability. Tag from the kit, just a tag from some cardstock that I had. And again on the other side, another tag that I've made, and a little piece of ephemera. And that's from a school's Oklahoma City. I just thought it sat nicely. An old book, it's about medieval weapons and different things. It's medieval times. And here I've made a double pocket. These come from the book. They're actually meant you can use them as side tucks, pockets. They're really easy to use. I've made a large tag with the same cardstock from my own stash. Another smaller tag from Jarf's kit. I've used the same little gem that I've used in the other tags to pull it together. So that's pocket there, pocket at the front. And I had a lot of dies out, I was making cards, so I thought that would, I'd put this in here. That's a nice, just a nice tag or a bookmark. and I've used jars paper on top. So these really do hold quite a fair bit. And then this is a little booklet, opens up. I've used some twine, as you can see, and it's flat because all I've done is I've left it with stitching. I like that effect, and you can put small photographs here, some writing, and they're all images from the kit. Obviously, it folds in, and then it's easy just to wind up. I'll do that later. And then again, how lovely is that? With lace. And here there's a little duck image with a bird and a petal, not image, charm. And then double doily, giving space to write, height, vellum, printed. I thought that's come out really well. It's picked up the image. And on this page, this has been printed onto parchment paper, and then I punched it, and the ends I embossed in gold. And I really liked how that turned out. I thought that was so effective. And it gives a nice page for writing. This is an old piece of ephemera of mine, and it's from 1707. It's a letter, and I thought it'd be nice to put in as a full page, so I've copied it and used that. And here is a glassine bag that I have embellished and then put a sheen on there. I hope you can see. And then inside I've used a cat note, and it opens out and gives you lots of space to write. I've tried to put lots of places because I know people are put off by heavily embellished journals because they feel there's nowhere to write, but you can get a balance, I think. Just a cardstock I had that was purple, the same tones with some nice butterflies onto cardstock. I'll do that later. Medieval ballad book, lace, different lace again with a pretty gemstone. And then on this page I've used a CD. Now this, as you can see, this will tear, but it has been reinforced. Although you can see there's a slight slit here, I've not altered it. It's been stamped. Because it has been reinforced under here many times and stamped. And I didn't want to take it off because it's a nice addition. And you just have to be very gentle. It's because it's going to be flat, open and shut, open and shut. And what I've done is I've put several layers of paper and a little bit heavier card for writing. And before anybody notices, the circle's really wonky because I did hand draw around with the gold and then the copper, and I stickled the butterfly after I stamped it just to pull colours together. I think that's really pretty, and I did it that way so that it's easy for you to replace the paper and it's nice and flat. But obviously that does leave a weakness here with the ribbon and the pulling. I think it's worth it. And I did put a die cut round here just to edge round the circle, and I painted round there to pull in the coppers and the bronze. And this envelope, it's another Velcro, and it's more from the kit. And down the bottom there's some of the nice lace trim with the nice pink ribbon through. And then on this one I've just made a simple booklet. This one's very easy, very flat, stitched, some washi. I kept it simple because, yeah, as I said, flat. And then that's the ballad book. Some lace and some trim and fabric, and a cat motif I've sewn on there, and it just gives a place to write under here. And a large tag, collaged, music paper, photograph piece on here, vintage button, some bling, all stitched on, backed on with the tea-dyed paper, and I stitched it messily. I like that effect because it looks handmade. and that gives a full space for a 4x6 plus place to handwrite. On this one, there's a tuck here, an empty envelope. It's another one of Jar's kits, I'll put the link below. Tag. This is one of these, it's got a gem and it's a little pull, and when you pull it out, it opens out. It's stitched around here on the page. I will put a link to when I first seen this. These are all over the internet now. I'll put a link to where I first saw it. It was an origami lady that I first saw do this. And the only thing that I did different to try and make it a little bit different was I put a pocket in the front, and it's quite a large pocket. I just slip my finger in there, and you'll see it opens out. And it's got vellum, so that you can, or acetate, sorry, so that you can put your own picture in there. And it says "The Earth Giggles and Flowers," which is a favourite stamp. I've put that in so that you've got a template if you want to put something else heart-shaped back in here. You can use the heart somewhere else in the book if you want to put a full picture in here. It will take a full picture and show up the whole square. So I thought that was quite nice. This one again, so that's not my original idea, this pull out. Altered envelopes have been around for a long time, not my idea either. This one's an altered envelope. I've put a window here. I don't know if you can see. I stand up, there's a little lady. I had a sticker I wanted to use and she's peeking out a window, so I thought that was quite cute. So I put her behind this window, put some braid round, and then I decoupaged. I'm hoping it shows up, but I decoupaged all round. I'm using new lights, so maybe it'll show up. I decoupaged the envelope, painted it different shades, golds, reds, black, stitched all round. And this side is solid because I wanted a solid base on this side. And then this opens on this side of the envelope. That gives room for a full picture. Yeah, it's a 4x6. It says "Follow Your Heart." Some lace trim, nice picture. The flower there just covers up the button, and on this side there's just a few scraps of paper for some writing. And at the back there's obviously a tuck, and I've put another latch tag down there. It's a full size tuck. And then there's a fabric doily. I've not coffee dyed that, that's the colour it is, that's just age. Beautiful paper. Some more. That's a different kit. I will put the link below, but it coordinates so well. That's one of the things I love about Jav's kits, they all pull together. Some lace. These are one of the style that I usually do of altered paper clips. The difference in this one is that this is a tag. This is a tag shape with, I'm looking to see if I've got the paper. It's got a little pocket at the front. I'll do it that way. See? And I've used the sayings, this sheet of sayings as I was saying, and I've cut them down and used it to make pockets. It says "Serene equality of calmness and unruffled repose." So there's 3 of these in the book. I gessoed the back so that you can write in all of them. And I think they're really cute. So this one just holds closed this flap. This is old ledger paper from, I think it was the 1930s, the book. And then I've made this little booklet, very flat again. Don't know if you can see, there's some little gold gems, some stamping, punching, put a ribbon across to close, but it's also got a little Velcro closure. And then it's only got the old ledger paper and a little pocket with one little tag, so it's nice and flat, but you can still write. And the back's got an old piece of ephemera on it. I'll do that later. So that goes there. This is the second large altered paper clip. So again, collage, the photograph, Blissful comes from the kit, and you can see what it's got on there. It's got a gem, it's got a doily, button, lace flower, lace, calico, and in the back a book page, fabric, ribbon, little bow, some more fabric, and then some seam binding at the top. These are so handy. I really like these. Full page, and this page I've done some stitching round, and under this one, this is from the kit obviously. You get in the kit, you get lots of these different sizes, these little journaling cards, so that shows you just, I've layered them, just shows you how versatile, how easy it is to do something different. A little bit of music sheet underneath, and there you go, it pops under there, nice and flat. Centre of the booklet, magnetic closure, and in here another piece of my own ephemera, and it's just a receipt. Stitched and stitched, and I had that in my stash. It's a pretty flower label, not label, flower sticker, and I just thought that looked nice. This side stitched pocket, some from another vintage piece of ephemera from 1896, and I've just copied that onto some coffee dyed paper. Another one of these tags that I made, this one's Tranquil. Again, you can write in the back, flips open. And then there's a tag. And this one has Sunshine and Roses, it's a little poem. I've had that in my stash, I don't know where I got that from. And then up here I decided to put a little pocket, and what I've used that for is I've put a little template in so that you know what size will fit in there if you want to put a little note. And in the front one, this is what I meant. Let's stand, I'll show you if I can get it to focus. This is what I meant about there's lots of these, there's lots of words and etc. that you can use, so I thought if I did that, then that gives you a place to put these maybe. And then if I go to the next page, this is where I would use them. I mean, you can use them anywhere, but you see you could use them in the boxes. They're in all the sheets here. I would decorate it, and it's one way of using them, so it's quite handy having them, I think. So I thought if I put a little pocket up there, it's somewhere for you to keep things that you want to make, that you maybe want to use while you're journaling. So lace, the doily, another piece of ephemera that actually belongs over here. There's another piece of ephemera. I'll put that in where it belongs. That's because this is the second time I've done this video, so this one, I know it does belong here actually, that is, I know what's happened. So this is penmanship, piece of ephemera, and on this page I die cut a hummingbird, and then I just embossed it in gold to pull in the gold again. This is the altered large envelope, and I think maybe you'll be able to see better how the decoupage has turned out on that side. It's really pretty. And then this I used, as I was saying, I had die cuts out, so I've used paper, the paper from the kit, different layers, made a large envelope, a large card. I've left it so that you can see the stitching because I quite like that. Did some stamping. It's quite hefty, and it's got a velcro closure, and I like how the leaves are quite pretty. So that's in there. This page, it's got some seam binding. I made another envelope. I put dreams on here because the book's called Sweet Dreams, the journal. Did lots of stamping, and it opens out, and I've not made it into the envelope, I've not completed it. I thought that'd be a nice place if you wanted to journal, and I think it shows the stamping off, it's pretty. I used a piece of paper from the stash, it's another piece of Jar's paper from the other kit. And if you wanted to make it an envelope, all you've got to do is run a bead of glue, and it's done. And that just ties together with the same binding. And then at the back I made a journaling card. And a pretty little envelope, lace envelope, stamping. And what I've put in here is more of the words and notelets, because the kit also has words for journal, for a diary, for doing January, February, March, April, months of the year and weeks, so I've put some in there. This page I've done some trim, some more lace, and then I've done flip, 2 pockets, velcro closures. They've both got journaling cards from the kit. And then they flip, then there's lace, and then there's a butterfly charm. And then here it's a pocket on a pocket, so it's a double pocket, vellum so you can see the lovely flower. And there's a large journaling card, all stitched round in cream, so the large one goes to the back. Both of them have got ribbon pulls, and then the small one goes to the front. The last of the large tags, this one says cherish. As you can see, it's a photograph, butterfly, seam binding, lace, the lace material, coffee dyed paper, and this one is on the page with the gold embossing. This one's slightly different. This is a little tag that I made, and I've put some more of the little cards in there. And it's shaped like a pokey hat, as we say at home. It's got like a triangular top, and I've just used bits and pieces from the kit. I thought that was cute. And then there's an angel wing charm attached. It's attached onto the lace, so it's easy enough to take off and move that. Another altered tag, or another collage tag, it says gracious, and I've just used the same ideas, just a different way around. Plants, book page, the fabric, bling, the lace, stitched all round. A large tag. And then I've used the die cut, and I've used the acetate and a piece from the kit, and I've put bling along the bottom with some lace, and it makes a really nice tuck, really secure. Here's a belly band, using some elements from the kit, and I've just put a lace flower on top, some gauze, another piece of ephemera, and that's just a piece of paper that I use at home. I just make that up just in Photoshop, and I just use it for notes at home, so I thought that goes nicely there. It's a nice size, nice colour with the stitch. And one of the tags that I used to make the paper clips, because that's a tuck. Some seam binding and some of the muslin that I used there for some texture. And this is the last folded paper clip, and it's the size that I usually do. I've not done the big ones that I'd seen RTAs doing. I usually do this size. So that's a flower, and I just love that picture. I've been wanting to use it for a while, so I just think that picture's really cute with the birdies, flower and the ribbon. I'll do that later. And it's got an envelope again with some lace trim and another place to write. And then the butterfly tag, because that's caught up in the tag. So this one flaps up, nice and flat, room to write. And I edged it in gold. And then if you pull here, there's another little booklet little stone, really pretty, and it's hidden behind there. I do like hidden tucks. Some lace trim, lace, calico, another nice tuck, or another place to write. And then this lace, it's beautiful, birdcage, bonny picture. I really love this kit. And then we get to the back page, and on the back page I should have said that the book's lined with the eco-stamped fabric that I do, so you can actually see there was Nick the Booksmith that inspired and taught and teaches how to do this. It's great. I love it. So you can actually just see faintly still the leaves that I use to press. So that's what the book's inside lining is. It's the eco-stamped fabric. So the pocket itself is calico, and then it's a linen. It's an old tablecloth. That's this one here on top, and then there's some lace as well. So there's 3 layers to the pocket, and then I just hand embroidered a little flower, some French knots. Used the same roll just to do this little tag here, and it says "Live Your Dream." This brass coloured charm size. I always make a bookmark like this, laminated bookmark like this in Jarf's design team projects. So that's the one for this book. And then there's a little, I made a fabric, teeny weeny purple polka dots envelope, and inside I put some angel cats. They're tiny. Put 3 of those in there, and it's got a Velcro closure, bless. So it goes in that little pocket. And then here I made a miniature journal. It's got roses down the spine. They're so cute, these miniatures. It's got lace. I mean, it's got a chiffon, as you can see, ribbon tie. It has a little tree of life. I don't think it'll come up in the camera. I'm not used to this camera setup yet. Hopefully I'll get better. Anyway, it's got a little tree of life charm. I've just stickled on there. And then inside I've kept it pretty plain so that you get your own place to write. So there's a pocket and a tag, as you can see, and then you just flick through. It's paper, there's a glassine bag, I've made a tag stamped, another paper clip, another tag, and I've done some punching. And there's 2 doilies, which I thought was cute. Just like a large journal, and then the envelope has got some more angel tags, and it's velcroed. Pretty cute. And then this one, this part of the glassine bag has just got a fold out of some tea-dyed paper. Again, just to give you plenty of places to write. And I made a sewed on and then just glued down this stitched and glued fabric that was used in the main book, and lace, just to give a tidy place. I thought that came out as cute. So that goes in the main pocket, and that's just handmade by me and Crafty Paper Trail, and I put that up there on the top. You can take that out, and that's her. So I hope you really like her. I hope everybody's coping in these times right now. I hope everybody's taking care and keeping well. I should have videos up with journals in over the next couple of days, over the next week or 2, and hopefully regularly from now on. And as I said, hope everyone is as well as they can be, and take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.